Every day for the past 10 days, we've been hearing the extraordinary details of an unprecedented direct conflict between Israel and Iran. Assassinations of the military leadership, atomic scientists, alongside non-stop air assaults on Iranian nuclear facilities, its air defences, missile launch sites, energy infrastructure, and Iran striking back. Days of air raid silence ringing out across Israel, forcing millions to take cover in bomb shelters. Israel says it's its right to attack under Article 51 of the UN Charter for its legal justification. The strikes on nuclear sites are preventative self-defence, it claims, against a regime close to creating a nuclear bomb and an ever-present explicit threat to wipe off Israel off the state of the map. Iran says it's a war crime and says its nuclear facilities are for civilian use, which takes us to the past few hours and the only missile in the world said to be powerful enough to hit and destroy the nuclear site that's hidden deep in the mountains, 80 metres below ground. The US has that weapon, the GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator. In the early hours of this morning, President Trump gave the go-ahead for what's been called Operation Midnight Hammer. This is what he said, confirming the US was bombing Iran.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
Hours after President Trump's speech, details started to come through of the exact operation. The Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, explaining to reporters alongside the US Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Caine, speaking about the operation beginning at midnight in Tehran, with US submarines firing dozens of Tomahawk missiles aimed at Iran's defensive and strategic sites as well. Then involved a number of strategic deception techniques, we're told, including 125 fighter jets being involved in total, as well as the only aircraft able to hold the weight of the so-called mock bombs to hit the targets, which were flown directly for 18 hours, refuelling constantly on the way, we're told, and dropping in total 14 massive ordnance penetrators at the Fordow site. This is what Pete Hegseth had to say.
The order we received from our commander-in-chief was focused, it was powerful, and it was clear. We devastated the Iranian nuclear program. But it's worth noting the operation did not target Iranian troops or the Iranian people. Every American involved in this operation performed flawlessly. And I want to give recognition to our allies in Israel as well. This is a plan that took months and weeks of positioning and preparation so that we could be ready when the President of the United States called. It took a great deal of precision, it involved misdirection, and the highest of operational security.
So that's the details starting to come through.